Hi, everybody. Welcome to maryisthenewEvangelization.com. My name is Tom, and coming at you today on the porch here in New Florence. And we're getting ready for New Florence Days. Come on out tomorrow, Saturday. Anyway, today we're going to just have a little discussion on this first Friday of the month of June about virginity. Okay, here it is. Virginity is cool, but keep it outside of marriage. Virginity is cool, but keep it outside of marriage. Okay? So, if you're going to be a virgin, that is thumbs up. Okay? That is totally awesome. That is super duper. Okay? Super duper. And, you're smart, really, to be a virgin outside of marriage. It makes all the sense in the world. Okay, you doesn't mean you can't. If you're a girl, you can't like guys, or if you're a guy, you can't like girls, or doesn't mean that you can't go out on dates. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means that you keep yourself. Uh, Basically, you keep your genitals to yourself. Okay, so um, and so so this is good. This is a good thing. It prevents uh, unplanned pregnancies. It prevents venereal disease. It prevents pain and heartache. Just face it. Okay, so really, what you're giving up is pleasure. You're giving up a type of pleasure. Okay, because there's other ways you can share your love with someone. If you really love someone, I mean, there's ways that you can really love someone without it having to be, um, sexual. So, um, anyway, I applaud you. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. Okay, and if you want to remain celibate your whole life, go ahead. Okay, remain a virgin your whole life. There's opportunities, there's communities that you can do that in. Especially more in the Catholic tradition. There's monasteries, there's convents. Um, they have an all-male priesthood. Where they take vows of celibacy. So you can do it formally, live out your celibate life, or you could live as a celibate in the world. I mean, it's your choice. If you want to do that, you have every right to not engage yourself sexually with another human being. You have every right to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. People shouldn't look down on you for that. Okay. Now, obviously, if everyone in the whole entire world did that, we'd be in trouble. Okay. We wouldn't be able to continue the human race because everyone would die off. So that's why a certain percentage of the population should engage in sexual activities because we need to continue to populate the earth. Very important, economically, spiritually, physically. You know, you want to just give up the earth to the animal, the monkeys and the horses. Just let the beasts take over this planet. I mean, I don't think that's a good move, personally. I think the human race is worthy, to continue on. So, guys, we just got to deal with this, okay? We need heterosexual couples to continue the human race. It's very, very important. And you can't say, oh, well, there's so many people in the world, we'll just let them die off. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You need a fresh supply of children in every generation, okay? That's very important. So, anyway, plus it's in our genes, it's in our nature for men and women to come together and to procreate. It's just part of being a human being. So I think we're safe that way. Thank God to nature, that will continue the human race. But it's seemingly we are definitely losing some momentum. The numbers are showing that the birth rates are down, and that the increase in people who are choosing to uh, not get married and procreate with a person of the opposite sex is growing. There seems to be more um, interest in same-sex relationships now, and the abortions and the contraception are definitely still very prevalent in, especially in the Western world, um, and also in Europe and Asia. So anyway, we got to look at this very logically and very practically. So we do have to, as human beings, have to recognize that we need heterosexual couples, and the best way to have children is in the context of marriage, to give the kids some kind of stability in their life. Okay, and it should be a loving marriage. So keep your virginity outside of marriage, because once you get married, okay, virginity is off the table. You are to be fruitful and multiply according to God, according to nature, according to common sense. We need married couples to have children. We really do. That doesn't mean that you can't abstain during marriage for good reasons. Doesn't mean that at all, but you have a lifespan, probably, between, once you reach 40s, your 40s, you're probably not going to have many children at that point. So, if you want to space your children through your 20s and 30s, um, that's fine naturally to do, okay? But you can't stop having sex in marriage. I mean, it's just, unless there's some kind of physical problem, um, it is so inappropriate to, you know, to stop sex in marriage. I mean, we don't need virgin marriages. Okay? Now, you're going to say, well, Catholic Church says that Mary was a virgin and she was married. Yes. Yes, there is an exception. Okay? There is an exception. And that is when a young girl is called by God to give birth to his son. Okay? As a virgin. The perpetual virginity of Mary was honored by even Joseph. Okay, in society, because of the society they were living in, he had to marry her to protect her. Now, that shouldn't come as a surprise, because that happens all the time. Okay, in this country, there's people who want to come to America and they get married, but it's not a marriage, it's not a sexually intimate marriage. They just need the legal documentation to allow them to stay in this country. Okay, is that right or wrong? I don't really know. If there's good reasons to justify it, but there was nothing going into that marriage that said, you know, uh, we're going to be intimate. It was a different type of arrangement. But when you arrange with your husband or your wife to, get married, you're giving yourself completely and entirely, your body as well as your heart, to your spouse. So uh, it's inappropriate to be a virgin in marriage. So here, a virgin is a good thing and a bad thing, okay, according to your context in life. All right, I hope that clarifies things. God bless you. Bye.